Okay, we're back. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on this another edition of the marriage series. Tekati akaseera kano tubaletedde the tales of Kameza Money. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. And those of you who are live, you're welcome. And feel free to send in your comments and comment on the show because this is going to be nice. We have a very beautiful lady in the house. A very beautiful lady. She's going to be telling us Kameza Money. I think she told us Ajali serious. She doesn't want these things of joking. Kameza Money. Kameza Money. We have the usual suspects. See, we know what Mr. Mwanje, obugalo bwa Mwanje.
Ati kugozi na oyine ngalo.
Ezafeno zinoka zize papa linga. So guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you? Let me first greet the lady. She's going to introduce herself, help her with the microphone. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Introduce yourself.
My name is Irene. I'm a businesswoman, mother of two. Yeah, and engaged.
Hey! You engaged. How does it feel to be engaged?
It feels great. It's a nice feeling.
Wow. Andrew.
Wanji.
Otudde kumpi n'omugole. Omwana ali engaged.
We should welcome her to the club.
Welcome
her to the club. Ate bamaleyo, not to stop at engagement. We already talked about those things. You can stop at the introduction. It's also marriage. We talked about it. You can have a simple wedding. Very simple. Not the things of exaggerating. So they have so many choices to go with. So Irene, you're welcome. Feel at home. Naye tokuba nnyo. You beat slowly, so don't beat a lot.
Oyogera kuba ki?
Akameza kube mpola. Aleme kuba nnyo. Kube mpola.
So welcome Mr. Mwanje mumwe ku muzindalo. Mwanje omugole otudde kumpi n'omugole.
As usual, Mwanje Steven. Atudde kumpi n'omugole. Thank you so much for coming and joining us, Irene. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here once again, on this other good topic. Yeah, so I believe we're learning something. Enjoy the show.
Thank you very much. Today I am really excited in the studio because we have an engaged person. I remember the time when it is the men who engage. So when a man engages a woman, does it mean that also the man is engaged? English now.
Omusajja osigala oli free naye woman is engaged.
Osigala oli available.
Ate obaako negundi showing you engaged.
The man is engaged at heart.
Osigala oli free.
Osigala oli
That's what it means.
Briefly tell us, how was the engagement? How did it go? Did they surprise you? In just like a minute so that we go to the topic.
Oh, okay. It was a surprise. I was invited for lunch in Entebbe. It was at the beach. So after we had lunch, then I see that guy go down on one knee with a ring. Why are you thinking? Are you taking on my ring?
Wow.
I'm like, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's how it happened.
Come.
And I took it on. Yeah.
Did you think twice?
No, I didn't think twice.
Wait.
Yes.
You thought once.
You thought once.
I thought once because we've been dating like for a year, so yeah, at least That's enough to show you. After 6 months, you can tell someone is good to go or not. Yes.
Okay. Bino ebintu nga birungi nnyo bannayita oyo guy gentleman. Whoever proposed to the beautiful lady in the studio, bannange, these are special shout outs to you. Bali ku representing ekitonde ekisajja.
Gutumidde nnyo.
Tusalawo abasajja basalawo.
You know, there is this ngombo nti abasajja twabavaako kati bakola bye baagala. We want to thank the mister who proposed to this lady. Webale kutereeza linnya ly'abasajja. Because I know waliyo abonoona amanya g'abasajja naye ate gwe oturepresenti nze. Okay, let's go straight to the topic. Our topic today is Kameza money. Kameza money, marriage finances. Yeah. When I go back to the pandemic, things really changed a bit. We found ourselves being in the same house with our wives Monday to Sunday for months. And some people lost jobs. So some men ended up not being able to provide. Kakati, before we go deep, what is Kameza money? You know Kameza is a Luganda word, right? It's a Luganda word. So, Andrew, how do you understand Kameza money? Briefly.
Yes, thank you so much, James. What I understand, first of all, Kameza is basically a table, meaning money left on the table. A table meaning money left to cater for eventualities at home, food, whatever that can happen either during that day or subsequent days. It's to cater for eventualities. You may actually have food in the house, but it is to cater for whatever can happen. Yes. So that's how I understand it. So it's just money. One, it can be for food. Two, it can mean for food and anything else that can come up. I think that's the concept behind Kameza money. Yeah.
Irene, what do you understand? What is Kameza money to you? What is Kameza money to you?
To me, Kameza money is money left for the daily running of the home. Yes, that's how I understand it.
Daily running of the home.
Yes.
That is Kameza money.
Yes, that's Kameza money.
Stephen, Kameza money.
Kameza money. Briefly, I would want to take us back. Those old days. You know me, I grew up from Boise. And the Kameza money we're talking about now started long time ago. Yeah? What did they use to mean? I remember those guys used to stay in one room, like as one room. Church senge, diro. So normally, when a husband used to wake up a little early than any other person, and he would leave the house when no one is awake. You get? So they would make sure they leave money behind. I used to see maybe 2,000, 1,000, 3,000, depending on what the husband has. Yeah, he is able to give that particular day. Because those days, okay, should I say our brothers, our sisters, what? They didn't used to, like, some of them didn't used to plan ahead. Yeah? These days, you can say, but guys, you go and stock everything, food, what, blah, 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 everything is in the house. But those days, people used to buy things on a daily basis. Oli agenda aguleyo kota ya sukali, aguleyo kota y'omucere, aguleyo endagala, bichi. So that money, actually, omwami bw'atalekangawo sente ezo, that day, they would not eat. Yeah, they would not eat. Basically, that's how Kameza money came in. You get? Nga balekawo sente ez'okulya that particular day. Ogenda nabulani nga ogenda gulako omucere, what sijui. You would actually, even up to now, when you go to those slum areas, you find people buying quarter of rice, you know, quarter of nuts, you know, endagala za 5 amanda ga 10, you get it? That kind of a setup. That's where the Kameza money came in. So how do I understand the Kameza money? This is the money that is provided, according to the general concept, is provided by the man to the family to cater for the daily running of the home.
Thank you, Steve Ochigusiza. Tukuwe ku bugalo. Yes, so that is Kameza money. But what is the origin of Kameza money? Irene, Mugole, do you know the origin of Kameza money?
I think the origin is basically home maintenance. Yes, because that money helps with basically food, other necessities like sugar, salt. Suppose you run out, or suppose they are not there, that is where you run to. You need the Kameza.
Hey.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, who should leave Kameza money home?
To me, both.
Both?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Whoever has the ability, but basically it's the man's responsibility.
Kameza
However,
money.
yes.
Do you know where it is written?
It's not written anywhere, but also the Bible tells us a man takes care of his home.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Wow.
a man is supposed to provide for his family.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I am seeing Andrew has so many things in his brain.
I am listening.
Yes. A woman will have your back,
Hey.
but not all women, by the way, can do that. A woman can have your back, but you should be the lead of your home.
Okay.
Yes.
So Andrew, when she said, when I asked that question, who should leave Kameza money home? Ninkulabanga ogenze deep into thoughts.
I was listening. I was taking notes. I was listening.
And I know you are listening with ideas coming up. So tell us, Andrew, who should leave Kameza money home? That is one.
Okay.
Then two, you can briefly tell us the origin of Kameza money, if you know.
Yeah. Let's start with the origin before we talk about who should live. You know what I think, James? Kameza money basically originated in urban centers. It was not there in rural centers. Because rural centers or rural areas, the lusuku is there. The bananas, the lumonde, and what? You just go and get from the lusuku. You come. The only thing you go and buy from the shop, maybe salt, soap, sugar, such thing, cooking oil. But food itself was behind in the backyard. So the Kameza concept is basically for urban centers. So that's why today it's a big challenge. The origin or the background of someone who has come from up country will not rhyme with your urban setting of living money. You see? It's causing a big problem because a man says he lives and goes to work. A woman in her heart
Audio. But we are back. Andrew, you can continue.
Yes. Sorry for that
Yeah.
brief moment.
Yeah.
So what I was saying, I think it's causing a big challenge. Many don't understand the concept because you come from a up country where food is harvested from the garden on a daily basis. What you want is what you go and harvest. You want potatoes, you go. You want cassava, you go. You want matoke, you go behind and get. However, it's not the case with urban centers. In the urban center, you must buy food that you are going to eat. Everything is bought in the urban center. So, who leaves Kameza money? I agree with Irene. Everybody should contribute to Kameza money.
So you mean weguba mutwalo? Oli alete tano nono tano.
No,
Hey.
it doesn't have to be equal, but you have to contribute something. according to your ability. The challenge there is today, women do not only demand for Kameza, they even give you what you need to, how much you need to live. They dictate on how much.
Andrew, just there, something small. I want to come to Steve.
Yes.
So, if both of us are going to contribute to Kameza money,
Yeah.
who are we leaving the money with?
Now, I was coming to that point.
Uh-huh.
Initially,
Hey.
people never used to, ladies used to be stay-home mothers
Mm.
to look after children.
Mm.
As the husbands
Mm.
go to work to look after the family. Now, women are emancipated enough that they also have to go to work. That's why I was going to ask, what is the relevance of Kameza money? If there is no woman at home, you're going to leave the money too. Let me tell you something, James. It has caused breakups in marriages. Kameza money has destroyed homes. Do you know what happened?
Uh-huh.
You leave Kameza money, the wife goes to work, it's the maid who goes and buys things. I have heard of 2 cases where maids have turned out to take a position of a woman of the house because they are receiving money on a daily basis. The next thing the maid wants is to serve the man things because she believes she's also a woman in the home, because she's responsible for buying food, responsible for taking care of the home. She says the next thing. Do you know how it happened in one case? The maid stopped going to bed early. She started going to bed late. Comes to the sitting room only in the nightie. In the beginning, she could come to the nightie with the towel wrapped on. Time came, she removed the towel. The nightie is a see-through. There is nothing inside. The woman is tired. She has gone to bed and actually got this man. So you understand? So some of these things have repercussions that we take lightly. However, I agree we should take care of our homes. But I don't think the concept of Chimeza is applicable anymore. I think there has to be a change to it.
Ochifudde na Kameza. Stephen, you have heard Andrew as they are passing the microphone to you. Yes, by the way, we as the marrieds, we've given our responsibilities to the maids, most especially the housework. I mean, when a man gets, when a couple gets a maid in the house, you'll find that it's the maid that cooks food for them, it's the maid that mops, it's the maid that washes the clothes, that irons them. To some extent, it's the maid that even lays the bed in some homes. So you wonder what is the role of the woman in the home. So me as a man, if I am being served by the maid 100%, my wife ceases to be the true wife in the home. It's the maid.
The maid serves 90%.
We are coming to. I know you're back.
She's a bunny.
That's
She's
the
a bunny.
reason we brought her here. But Steve, nga gunitanira bira chayagala tugamba Steve. Wamagwe for you. Who should leave Kameza money home? That is one. Two, we know most of you have said 2 people. To them mazima reality. Kameza money it has to be left home by the man, whether the woman is working or not. So Steve, do you agree with that?
Thank you, James. First of all, I would request us that we don't deviate, because when we go into the maid coming and serving, and that is also another topic. The role and the responsibility of a wife vis-a-vis the maid in the in the house.
Hey.
Yeah, we're talking about the Kameza money. Yeah. One, I would pick up from where Andrew stopped and say there is no relevance of Kameza money as of now. I will differ with you. I will differ from you when you say it's supposed to be left by the man. Why? Now I'll come to that. Origin of the Kameza money, like how Andrew said, it originated from the urban centers. Yeah. And why? Because, when you look at the African traditional society, yes, a woman her responsibility was to remain home,
And cook.
takes care of the home, cooks, you know, digging and all that. You get, as a husband goes out to work. Some of them now, their work was like hunting, you know, going out and maybe napakasa, and then he comes back. And then, as Andrew said, we didn't have the issues of food, sijui what, because it was always there. Actually, it is, when you look at the biblical view, it is a responsibility of a woman to make sure that the house has food. Her house has food. Because the Bible says, I don't remember in the scripture, but it says that a wise wife or woman wakes up early in the morning, prepares her children, and the husband goes out. That's something, and finds a land and buys it. You get? That's how it's supposed to be. But it is our responsibility as the husbands to take care of our homes. But now we have an issue that has come up, which is gender balance and women emancipation. You get? Women have been given, women have been empowered so much. Now, the origin of the Kameza money is like probably that in the urban centers. Nti waina nkulikawo sente because women then ab'omu kibuga we are not working, and tebalima, they don't dig, and they don't work
Because there was nowhere to dig.
Yes.
You get my point? So what does it mean? Because the husband was the only one who was working, so he had to leave behind money for the daily running of the home. Now we have come to a time where the two of us are working. You get? The husband works and the wife works, and in some instances you find a wife earns more than the
In
husband.
many instances today, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You
it is
get?
happening. It is happening.
Yeah, you know, we have two. I would say we have two spaces now. We have the working space. Women who are working. You get? Like in public offices, those banks and they're bank managers, and then we also have these women who are working, but they're business women. You get it? Someone owns a shop, someone owns something, someone has a mobile money, something, that kind of a setup. Now, when we come to that, we will realize that both of us, in the morning, we wake up and live together in one car. You get? Both of you go for work. Abana bali mu bisulo, then you have a maid home. Now, this is what I would say. Maybe for the benefit of those who want to hear about the Kameza money, we can discuss. But in actual sense, the Kameza money is irrelevant as of now. However, because now you go, do you know, like for example, me, my wife, personally, she might be coming back home and she stocks everything. She goes to the supermarket, buys the soap, bread, brobandi, woloro, every other thing. Ebintu by'abaana, brings them home in the car. Home course, you get. When I go and they can even call me, but night, and you buy things and you bring them. You get. So you find that there is no need for the Kameza money. You leave it behind for what? Because everything is there. You stock everything. So
sikugobye olinako oyogedde awo. Irene, njagala nkubuuze. I know you wanted to deviate a bit. Statement yange ngenda kuwayo seconds 5. You deviate, then come back. Then you can answer this question.
Okay.
But what is exactly Kameza money? There is the normal shopping. The normal shopping, you buy sugar, what, and put and stock in the house. Then there is that daily money you're supposed to leave home, with or without shopping. I think that is Kameza money. Yeah? So I want you to differentiate the two. That is, to differentiate the two. And also, maybe the best way you can answer this question is, let me phrase the question well. Should the man, on top of shopping for the home, leave Kameza money behind?
Yes, he should.
when you have everything in the house?
Yes, he should leave that money.
Why?
Anything can happen anytime. An emergency can happen anytime.
So I have left 10,000 in the house. What emergency are you going to sort out?
At least it will help me get the airtime to call you.
But you have
Yes.
data. You have data.
No. Not every time. Not everyone can afford the Wi-Fi. Not everyone can consistently buy data like for a month. Some people put data like on a daily basis.
James,
Yeah.
allow me.
Suppose you have kids.
I want to say,
Allow me
let me
ask
allow,
one question about that. In a scenario where both of you are working,
Okay.
I leave home, I go to work. Maybe I work in a bank. You work
You
in
also
a school.
leave home.
You also leave. Now, which kind of emergency are you talking about that we should leave the money behind for the emergency?
Leave that money with the maid at least, okay?
Now, that seems to be Kameza money.
that is emergency money.
Yes, emergency.
No,
Eh,
but
eh,
you know,
eh,
like
eh,
it's also like it motivates a woman. It's a motivation
You're
for a
coming to the
woman.
point that I'm expecting. So
It gives
we
her,
should leave Kameza money to motivate
yeah.
our wives.
And
Yes.
secondly, when you leave the money to the
Yes.
when you leave the money to the maid, who follows up for the accountability of the
Actually,
money?
with her statement,
It is me, the woman, who follows up with my maid. If you leave it with the maid, it's my duty as a woman of the home to follow up with the maid.
So how about if you left the money
Uh-huh.
with the maid as a wife? You left the money with the maid for emergency. Because emergency is not one-sided, that it's only the man who's supposed to solve emergencies.
No, okay, guys, in good faith.
yeah, in good faith. Yeah, in good
Kameza ko keetaagisa. Omutima mulungi.
Omutima mulungi newe tukirekawo newe tukikomyawo no omutima mulungi akameeza keetaagisa. Let me tell you,
Keetaagisa ewaka.
homes have broken up
Yeah.
because of Kameza money. So we need to go deep, to go deep into Kameza money, and we know whether it is relevant and who should leave it behind. Andrew, tell me, what's the purpose of Kameza? What is the exact purpose of Kameza money? Because at the end of the day, we have shopped, like you have stocked in the house. Why should you leave that money behind? Yeah.
I had not contributed. We intervened when she was talking.
I think
Is
it-
we gave her to deviate.
the deviation, Wama. Andrew, as you brainstorm that point, the deviation. I talked about, I remember, what did I talk about? Mpozi? Ekyakugize n'ogamba njagala kwogera ngono tannayogera.
Oh, you guys were talking about how women leave the role to the maids. But it's because they have to work. So when you're away from home, someone else has to help you out. Because a man may work, yes, but he may not be fully able to take care of the responsibilities of the home 100%. So if I delegate the roles a bit to the maid, of course we are not supposed to leave them those duties like 100%. But what you're saying, but the man sits in the sitting room, the maid is coming naked. As a man, rebuke her.
Hey.
Mugambe, that is out of order. How dare you?
Tugenda kuyita mu topic eddako
Ned-
yampaako
So
In
era
marriage-
batwala ayagadde.
No.
No. You see,
Not really.
Yes,
You know,
because if a maid keeps doing that, it's because omuwakalika go ahead.
No.
Yes.
That's a
Soko
deviation.
soko we papa microphone. Deviation topic.
topic now,
Let's agree.
that's a topic of its own.
In fact, Steve aginoting out.
That's a topic. Of
Tugenda kola ki tujja we can go into that topic very soon because I see it is very important. It's an important topic. Naye chenjagala ogamba Irene era oloddayo kola research kuba tujja kwetaaga okomewo like you comment on this. Because you've said that women go to work and that's why you let the maids do the work. It means you have left your husband to the maid so that he also does the bedroom work.
They clean bedrooms.
Yeah.
different. The home duties are different from the bedroom duties.
But the bedroom is at home.
But you see, I beg we stop this deviation.
Yeah,
from
oh,
here.
yes. It's going to deviate.
Eh,
When you say you leave some responsibility, the house responsibility, not the bedroom, but the house responsibility to the wife because you have gone to work, then why don't you leave the money behind?
Kakati. So, and these are the women who go to work and leave the maids at home to do house duties and also expect us to leave Kameza money. Yet they are working.
Yes.
Andrew.
James, honestly, we need to interrogate this Kameza money.
Yes.
I think I come from two backgrounds. One background tells me that our ladies have got the wrong picture about marriage and homes and everything. If you look back, our grandmothers, what people call our ATS, our grandmothers, our mothers, men who were in up countries or in the village setting, were not idle. James, they were working women.
Yeah.
Their work was in the gardens. Their work was provision of the home, food, health care, and what was provided by the woman, not the man. Today, modernization has changed things. And that's what has caused problems. Modernization has removed the role of a woman, which was provision of a home, and merged it with what a man is supposed to do. Okay, James, if you're telling a man to buy banana leaves, to buy these sticks for lighting charcoal stoves, to buy a matchbox, when is he going to buy land? When is he going to build? When is he? School fees are there. When is he going to do these things?
Actually, there is a scripture in the Bible
When is he going to do that?
that actually like allocates responsibilities, financial responsibilities. One of you is supposed to like budget for the home and handle home issues. The other is supposed to focus on
Let me tell you something. What modernization brought, James, to our dear loving ladies are two things: laziness and greed and selfishness. They are very selfish. They are lazy. I'm telling you, nyetaga chikuba. Why? The first thing of laziness is they do not want to provide. They think a man should provide. No. A woman has to provide. Why? Because she's a helper of a man. A man's role is to provide for a home. Where a man needs help is in his role as a provider. So you help him provide. That is your role as a woman. Help him in provision. So he will give you a portion of his provision role, which is the home. He takes care of the bigger provision, which is assets and education and what. You take care of the small thing, which is called home.
Andrew
You
Nkusese.
understand?
Nkusese.
Yes.
Kameza money ya makeup.
Do you know surprisingly, Kameza money ya makeup, number one. Kameza money has built homes for their parents and mothers. Then you see, which is greed, I've told you, and selfishness.
Yeah, but you're from saying yes.
Do you know what?
You are agreeing.
Do you know why I'm saying this? It is selfishness. Because she works, doesn't want to touch her money, but siphons yours. Your money is our money. My money is my money. That is selfishness. You see, it's selfishness. So I would really love our dear sisters and wives to know that God created them as helpers of man. So their role is to help a man. How do you help a man? In his role as a provider. So you take a bit of his provision role and you say, let me do this. You concentrate on the big ones, let me do the small ones. That's why I don't believe in Kameza money. However, you chip in. So as a man, just chip in. You say, okay, I'm bringing milk, I'm bringing this and what. But you cannot give me 100% a matchbox to land. My God. You break.
One media, top media personality from one media house leaves 600K as Kameza money. I didn't read that article very well, but I wanted to know whether that is on a daily or. But I know.
I think he was joking. I think from the way he sounded, he was, because the way he laughed about it, I think he was making fun.
But you
about
see, if you live 20K a day for 30 days, isn't that 600?
Yes, this is what you talked about. You touched about it earlier on, James. Nowadays, people don't, like Steve talked about it. We don't buy food on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
People buy food on a weekly basis.
Yes.
People buy food on maybe 3 days, 4 days basis. So leaving money on a daily basis does not make sense. To me, actually, it shows poor planning. That's
So,
poor planning
Andrew,
to me.
Do you leave money home?
Me,
Yeah.
I want to leave money home if I know either food is running out or we need to add something.
So practically there is no Kameza in your house.
Me, it's only there when I'm happy. I want to leave it because I am leaving my wife money.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Yeah, what makes you
When she has been of help to me. That is when a man becomes happy.
Uh-huh.
Let us not beat about the bush. There is no man who will be happy with a woman who is not of help to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. A man will only become happy with you. Ngomuyambi. There he will do anything for you.
Hey.
Hey.
Mu help mo mulimu nyam nyam.
Tetechimulako ekyo.
Let me tell you, Andrew, I can leave Kameza money even if let me say my limit is 10K. I can even live up to 50K if nyam nyam has been.
But you see, nyam nyam is alright. It is a right.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you know, it motivates. You wake up with this mood in the morning, like, yeah, I got Mr. Mwanje.
Before we leave that part,
Eh.
what I would want to say is why I may not be me as me, why I don't leave money on a daily. Let me tell you something. Omuntu bw'omumanyiiza ekintu, it grows into a habit.
Eh.
You see that? Alemala, she remains that. No, you have to show face as well. What is your contribution? There has to be something on the table. Otherwise, if you get used to you are the one doing it all the time, it becomes a habit. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Mwanje, before I go back to Irene, do you leave Kameza money at home? And if so, how much?
Absolutely no.
So you don't leave Kameza money?
I don't leave Kameza money.
Mubeerawo mutya?
No, the
Closer
setup.
Closer to the mic.
No,
Closer to the mic.
no, now, James, you will not pull me to where you want. Yes.
I am the moderator.
When you ask me, mubeerawo mutya, you know every home is run differently. Yeah, if for you, you have to leave Kameza money even when everything is there. The reason why I buy everything to be there is that I shouldn't be on a daily basis spending. I don't want the daily spending
pressure.
because it disturbs. There is when you wake up. Let me tell you something. At the moment, you can wake up without a single coin in your pocket. You get. So if Kameza money is there, katizaze fusa seteze bibina. Like oli ku pressure musizina no. The reason why I can even put money when I go up country, I buy food, I put food in the car. Charcoal, sijui what I come is because I want to plan and I don't have that kind of pressure.
How about when you're happy?
Now that you know happiness varies. It varies.
What makes you happy?
What you think makes you happy is not what makes me happy. Andrew said, nyam nyam is you're right. So if you tell me when you're happy, because nyam nyam has been so good, how about if nyam nyam has been good to the woman? What does she do?
She sings for you. Boils
After
hot
singing,
water for you.
so after singing, I pay.
Singing is automatic.
She cooks for you good food.
No, after singing, I pay. Then that simply means I shouldn't have a wife. I just bring in someone sings for me and I pay. You get it?
Never nang.
Just nature.
See how that topic is very.
Hey.
Yes. So,
Continue.
so basically, you asked me how do I leave Kameza money? Let me tell you something. Today, things have really changed.
How?
there are some men who work from home. Yeah? Because you were supposed to leave money when you're going for work. Now you're working from home. Your laptop is on your dining table. You come from your bedroom, you start working. From morning to 5, no nuke. So where do you leave the money again? Now we have scenarios where you have bought each and everything. Someone wakes up and tells you we don't have power. Yeah? Or gagura. Someone wakes up and tells you, let me tell you something. Why am I saying things have changed? There are so many things that have been improved and been put in homes. Today we have gas. We have amasanyazo kugura yaka. We have subscription TV. You get. Now, you can wake up and you tell me, hey, you know what, sweetheart? Gas is done. We have to refill the gas. You get. Now again, I have the Kameza money which I'm supposed to leave. Unless you're telling me, when I leave the Kameza money, is for those extras that you don't tell me. I just see gas is there. I just see power is paid. Subscription is paid. That's when you can tell me I should leave Kameza money. There is nothing I am motivating you about. You came in this home knowing you came to look after your home. Why do you need motivation? For what?
Okay.
Don't.
Women and money are like this.
Omanyi lwaki kiri bwe kityo? It's because the generation we are in has changed, and there are some things we have adopted. You get. And copied and learned, which were not there. You get. Because there is no anywhere it is said that a woman is supposed to be given money for motivation. For example, I'll read for you a scripture that is in Proverbs 31, I think 31:16. Yeah? I have it here.
Preacher.
The Bible begins by saying, it is in which verse? 31 are capable. Okay, 31:10. A capable, intelligent, and vicious woman. Who is he who can find her? She is far more precious than jewels, and her value is far above the rubies or pearls. The heart of her husband trusts in her confidently and relies on and believes in her securely, so that he has no lack of gain or need of spoil. She comforts, encourages, and does him only good as long as there is life within her. She seeks out wool and flax and works with willing hands to develop it. She is like the merchant ships loaded with food stuffs. She brings her household food from afar. She raises while it is yet night and gets food for her household and assigns her maids their tasks. She considers a field before she buys or accepts it. Accepts it with her savings. She plants fruitful vines in her vineyard. It's what I was telling you about. You get. It was the responsibility of a woman to make sure food is there. Because bali manga and what? Actually, abantu bedda batata tebagulanga mmere, tebamanyanga mmere, naye nga yo omukyala akimanyi musoko wali ettooke n'agenda n'alitema, waliyo omwogo n'agenda n'amu ebijanjaalo naye
Kalumonde.
Yes, n'ateekawo emmere. But now the generation
Actually,
has...
it would be trouble for the man to come and not find food at home.
Exactly.
That's a problem.
But those were women who used to live in areas whereby the family had land.
Yes. Now, the land has changed into a workspace. Yes. You get. You're working. You get.
Not all women.
No, let me tell you something. Let me show you an example. There are men that have taken a step of taking their wives back to school to acquire knowledge and have some some money for themselves. You get the reason why he's investing money in your education, that you're not so much dependent on him. You get, and you become a helper. You get my point. I take you back to school, you acquire knowledge, get a job, and we share the responsibilities at home. Now, if I don't want to share any responsibility with you, I will not take you back to school. I will leave you as a housewife. Actually, some men, do you know what they do? They say, "Oh, caller, but you're not helping me, so stay home. Don't go for work."
Yeah, because you don't see where the money is going.
Don't know what it's
That's
doing.
mean. Maybe I'm saving for something bigger
Which
for
one?
us.
What
Yeah,
are you
surprise.
what are you saving that
For
what
us.
are you saving for that I do not know?
Yeah, oh, you don't need to tell me.
Because we have, let me tell you something, guys. The good thing is the discussion is getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
I have heard of a scenario where a husband and a wife were renting a house for some good years. Later, the husband discovered that the house they were renting, that he was paying, belongs to the woman.
It was her sweat.
See what we're talking about?
Okay, first give her the microphone. You know, Irene, I have really liked you because you're very open in this discussion. There are people who come on the set and pretend. So, Irene, you've talked
Yes.
about her sweat. I'm actually, as a person, I am very proud of a woman who builds a house.
Okay.
But do you think it was fair for her to make the husband parent in a house she built
For her sweat.
through her sweat?
Yes. I'll say yes because this is her investment. At the end of the day, she was building the house because she wanted to get something out of it. It wasn't like a family house. Because if it was a family house, they would all know about it.
You know, Andrew. No. Agenda kumalayo. How nyini. Andrew, what does the Bible say about a man who finds a wife?
The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Finds a wife, finds a good thing and obtains favor.
Another question, Andrew. Who is a wife?
Now, that is a very good one. A wife is a helper to a man. A wife is a partner to a man. A wife is a companion to a man. So if a wife brings sorrow to a man, or pain to a man, or brings discomfort to a man, then that's not a wife.
One last question, Andrew. When you get married, are you allowed to own things separately or you own everything together?
It is called a partnership. We even call it partners. We are partners. Partners bring things together such that you know what the other person has or what the other person is bringing onto the table. You see that? So it is not wise to have hidden things from your partner.
Back to Irene. Microphone back to Irene. Now, Irene,
Okay. Yes.
you've talked about her sweat.
Yes.
Do you believe even men should earn from their own sweat alone, separately from their wives? I don't want to make it personal. Yeah, I don't want to make it personal. But would you be proud of your? By the way, your boo? Would you be proud if you discovered through his own sweat he's been owning your home, and in that home where you've been staying, because for you've been earning more, you have been paying him rent. Would you be proud of him?
No.
Why?
He's a man. He has to lay everything on the table. He has to lay it out and put it there for me to see. We share.
He share his, not yours.
But for you, the woman, it is okay.
It's something extraordinary. By the time a woman is like investing, building a house, putting, if she wanted it for rent, she would have put. So what do you guys think is fair? Putting up tenants or you guys living in the house.
And the man pays for it.
But you guys think it's fair?
So, okay, where are you of help to the man at that point? How are you of help to him?
At least I know even if you fail to pay for a few months, we won't lack where to sleep.
No, but
We have a home.
So you
no.
have a home.
You don't have a home. You have a debt. The man has a debt to pay.
Yes, but yes, you have a debt. We have a shelter. We are covered.
So when it's time to write the eviction notice,
Of course, you can play that. You can play that up. Even by the time you're bringing him in the house, remember those receipts, everything. You be smart. You're just smart, yeah.
so what happens to that money you're collecting?
Nedda si buyaye. Ntuyo za mukyala. And you don't know, by the time a woman does such a thing without the man's knowledge, already that shows that there is no unity in that home. Because when you are united, or when you act your role as a man, the woman will just tag along.
Okay.
Well.
Irene olina point gy'oleesaawo osose nodda eri side kati ate n'otuwa reason why such things happen.
Yeah.
So when a woman does such a thing, it means there is no unity in the home.
Yes.
Actually, that woman is not a helper.
She's not a help.
And she's not a wife.
She's just
She
there to
is.
benefit.
She's
from
surviving.
It. Yeah, she's a survivor.
Let me tell you guys,
She's
not
a survivor.
every man is perfect.
No,
You guys,
we-
from the whole
we
talk
know.
here, it's like you're showing
No,
men are
no, no,
perfect.
no, no,
Not
no, no,
every
no,
man
no.
likes
No.
responsibility.
No, we are just
Actually,
on one aspect of
We're on the
provision.
aspect of
That's
a woman
why-
making a man pay rent for a house she constructed out of her sweat, in your words, and that is okay.
Yes.
But it's not okay if the man makes the wife to pay for rent in a house the man constructed out of his sweat.
That's
So
not okay.
yeah, soke tuveeyo keeyo. Kameza money. You people, women, let me tell you a very good testimony about Kameza money. There is a man who used to drive, I think up to now he drives taxis. Yeah? He used to drive a taxi and he would leave Kameza money at home every day. So one day he got involved in an accident, taxi negwao, and that was his job.
Okay.
So he had nothing to do. They could not go to he couldn't go to get a loan because they were still renting. They are living in a rental. So he did not have collateral. Now the man came back to the wife and told the wife, honey, you know what? Because of this accident, I no longer have a job. I don't even know what to do. And that time, the woman got 45 million and gave it to the man
You see?
to go and buy a new taxi. Then, that time.
From the savings.
And then the man asked the woman, where did you get this money? Then the lady was like, but you've been leaving it here every day and I've just been keeping it. Special shout outs to ladies
Yeah.
who think like that, who utilize the money their husbands leave at home, not for their makeup but to put the home to another level. That's a help.
James, should I tell you something?
Yes,
guys?
Yes.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
About the story you're telling us. Sorry.
Closer to the mic.
About the story you're telling us. You know me, I always tell people that there is always a certain part of the story that is not told. Yeah? Yeah. When the story, but there is always a left out part that is not said. Now we are talking about the relevancy of the Kameza money. You get? And we have not really concluded on who is supposed to leave behind the Kameza money. You get? Is it the wife? Is it the husband? Now the question is, the Kameza money, is it only benefiting to the woman? One. Secondly, is it only the man who is supposed to leave the Kameza money? So the money that the woman leaves behind is called what? Now, the story about the taxi driver, there's something we have looked at that in both of you go and work. You get? Maybe that woman was a stay-home woman. You get?
Yes, she was.
bamulekera akasente nakola ki nakapulaninga nakasavinga that was a helper nti nkuwadde sente yiiya otegeera osavingeko ontegeera naye now we're looking at scenarios where both of us are working and have good jobs. You get my point? That simply means that man or someone who is working, by the time of the accident, you have some savings on your account as a man, you get, and maybe also the woman has some savings, you get. Now, let us look at the Kameza money in both aspects. To a couple where one person is the only one who is working, and to another couple where both of them are working, you get. I think we can get the true relevance of the Kameza money, whether it is needed or it is not needed, because it can even be renamed, not Kameza money. You get my point? It is okay for me to give my wife, you get, 50,000. Nigga, mchala, have that 50,000. Take him white, you get it? Not basically nti nozirike wakanti Kameza money or what. Neze oza no muwa abiri. Oza no abakazi ne sente. Oyiza no muwa abiri. Otegere. Na yate still eriyo mukazi nga bawe wabatayinamu amuwa. Otegere. And the woman, the wife gives to the husband. So it becomes a two-way traffic. Not a one-way traffic that it is. Because yet we share the responsibilities. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Guys, I'm enjoying this topic. I'm really enjoying the submissions, and I'm enjoying people can't wait for the microphone. Never commenting akati omuzindalo batandise gweyisako speed tebakyayagala kwogera, you know. Andrew, don't you think men are financially trapped in marriage due to Kameza money?
James, not just Kameza money. Men are choking without help financially. Because women think that their help to a man is not financial. That's the misconception women have. That the help they come to give a man is to produce for him, to cook for him. Yes. you see, they think that is where their help is. I can get sex from anyone who is not my wife. I can get children from anyone who is not my wife. I can go to a restaurant and eat. That is not the help a man needs. I can go and bring people to wash my clothes. But let me tell you, a woman has to be a helper to a man. The biggest help a man needs is actually financial. Can you imagine? Yes. And women run away from that one. That's the one they don't want to hear about. Now, for them, to them it has never been. A man has to provide. A man. Now you see, I have this problem. Women, even to get a job, you have to push a woman to get a job. You have to push them because in their minds they think the man has to bring. So they're like, okay. Then you get the career ones. The career ones will go and get the money, but you will not see that money. Because still at the back of their minds, you are the one to provide. You understand? So it doesn't benefit a man either way. Exactly.
By the way, Andrew, I wonder, why do women see things like sex, house chores, cooking as being more hardworking than the one who provides?
No, they just get it wrong. They get it wrong. Because first of all, sex can never be help. Because we were all commanded to go and procreate. God told us to go and procreate. So you cannot tell me sex is helping. You cannot tell me sex is procreation. And in any case, women benefit from sex more than men. They benefit and enjoy it more than men. So you cannot tell me they are helping us on this one. So let's not deviate. Steve said we stick on Kameza. So for me,
don't go deep.
I would really want us to stick on the Kameza. Steve brought a point of where a woman is working, you're both working, And then the concept of where a woman is not working and a man is working. Then we should add on the other one where the man is not working and the woman is working. She has to leave the Kameza money. The one who is working leaves the Kameza. Yeah, money. Because let me tell you something. Kameza money is supposed to. Yes. You buy food. Yes.
Kakati, and, Irene. Irene. How are you?
I am okay.
You okay?
Yes.
Are you enjoying the topic?
I'm enjoying the topic, though these men are really.
How many
I don't know what to say.
Hey, but Gambe, you tell them that you're representing gender.
Muvere ko
Gender.
sweet.
Kati,
Nice.
Irene, I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
the man who gives you Kameza money every day.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, how much do you think should be the limit in your home? How much? Like a day, how much should you be given? Ogambe yahikea.
Minimally, fair money is like. Ngembele ganye, maybe 15K.
15K a day.
Yeah. Yes.
Aungembele ganye.
Ngembele ganye.
Nozo Julia.
My brother, we are calling you for a meeting.
In the Stingy Men's Association,
Kameza money atandika domu wanga.
The baby tuja bikwasaganya.
So, okay. Ngembere ganyo, on average, oyagala omutwalo gumu n'ekitundu. That is 15K.
Yes.
In your home.
Yes.
So I have managed to give you the 15K. On a daily. Situsizam. 450 a month. And at the end of the day,
Yes.
you as the woman, you still believe that your contribution in a home, you are the one who is more hardworking. And then second, if I give you the 15K a day in the home, what's your contribution to the marriage?
Of course, when you give me that 15K, I'll make our house a home. I'll keep it warmly. You know, women, we like to spice it up. Maybe njala bange ntebe zeta go kutusi wengoye. I need some art in the house. I spice it up.
So that's how that's how you pay me back.
That's
okay,
how
that's how you pay the marriage.
I'll be moving. I'll see a Kanisha. I'm like, oh, my husband is responsible. Let me get him something. Let me get him that good shoe.
From the Kameza money.
Yes, I'll motivate you.
Sokoleke. Kakati, you are talking as a woman, as a stay-home wife, or as a wife who works?
As both.
Both.
Yes.
So you mean you cannot use your money
To develop that.
We buy our own clothes.
If I have my money,
make us understand.
I'll invest my money in you a bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
A bit.
Yeah.
I'll invest my money in you a bit. Yes, that is it. But also, if I have this extra monies on me, I'll do it more. Njachijanjawaza for you. Yes.
A bit. Okay, so for me, the husband, do you also want me to invest in you a bit with my money?
If I'm your wife, you have to invest in me fully.
Fully. But for you, you have to
Yes.
invest in me a bit.
Okay, to my ability.
Do you know?
But
Let me tell you this. A wife. I'm talking about a wife, not a woman.
yes.
You know, you can get married to two people. You can marry two people. Either you can marry a wife or a woman. Now I'm talking about a wife.
Okay.
All the money that is made by a wife is supposed to be brought home on the round table and declared before the husband. And the husband plans for that money. That is the biblical.
I'm Christian, but no.
That's the problem.
I'm Christian, but
31.
no.
But James, I think we should start from. Let's give this thing. Let's give this thing a foundation. James.
Foundation.
Let's
Yes,
give it a
Papa.
foundation. For us to know who should be leaving money or what amount and what. Let us ask ourselves a question, or ourselves a question. Who is marriage meant for? Huh? Of the two, the man and the woman, who is marriage meant for? And who is supposed to please who? Let me tell you something. That's where the misconception in this world is.
Yeah.
Have you heard these Western world people who say happy wife, happy marriage? You've heard that statement.
Yeah.
Europe, America, happy wife, happy marriage. Yet they divorce like 8 times based on their happy wife, happy marriage concept.
Yeah.
Because the man breaks himself to do everything his wife wants. She wakes up and walks out on him. That formula is from the devil. Very wrong. Because marriage is not for the woman. Marriage is for the man. A woman is supposed to please the man. Ask me why. Who did God have in mind when creating the other? Did God have a woman in mind when creating a man, or have a man in mind when creating a woman? God made a man first. So when he was designing a woman, he was thinking about the man. So a marriage is meant for a man. You want that marriage to last. Let a woman please her husband. That's a marriage that lasts.
Okay.
Not the other way around.
Okay. Microphone.
Sorry. Dachikemu. What Papa said, the Bible actually continues to say in that same scripture that God saw that Adam was not happy.
Thank you very much. That's why they made the woman.
And he looked for something that will make
That is a
Adam
man.
happy.
Cut them. God is so.
God saw. Okay, they are real now.
Hey.
So the Bible says that God saw that Adam was not happy.
Adam was not happy.
He was miserable.
He was miserable.
Like he wasn't
No,
like as if he's not complete. As if something is missing for him to be happy. And he thought about something that would make him happy. So he made him fall asleep and got one of his ribs and created a wife. Now the wife came to fulfill that joy that Adam was missing.
Wow.
That's what Papa was talking about.
Kamalayo point.
Papa Malayo or concluding it.
I want to conclude.
Yeah.
So, to me, to benefit from this aspect, let me tell you something. You want all the money you want from your husband. You make your husband happy. You will get the money you need. They should not hide around Kameza because what they want is money. You make your husband happy. Your husband will give you what you want. But not today as it is. It is a demand. It is a demand nowadays. Kameza, Zotezimala, what? It's a problem. It has caused problems. Yet they are not of help to this man. So if we change the understanding of our sisters and wives, that a man is supposed to be the center of attraction in a marriage. Make that man happy. Your marriage will be happy. Let me tell you, I want you to go and look at Google.
As you conclude.
Yes, Google and see all the divorce rates in the world, and concentrate on the reactions of the women when asked why they are divorcing. This is a statement many of them make. Richard is a very nice man. He's a loving man. But I just don't feel him anymore.
Yeah.
That's what all of them say. Do you know why? Because he concentrated on making her happy. He stopped being a man. A man is a leader. That means she stopped following him as a leader. He lost his point by always saying, oh, I want this. He began following her instead of her following him. So it is about a man. Marriage is not about a woman. It's about a man.
Your last word on Kameza money.
Kameza money, and the one who has money contributes to the home. When both people are working, both people contribute. If the man is working and the woman is not working, look after home. If a woman and man are working, both of them look after home. If a woman is not working, Or if a man is not working and the woman is working, you look after that home. So it's a shared responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Irene, Nkulabye, I saw you. Give us your last comments. Guys, remember, we are next week, we're going to be continuing with this topic of Kameza money. Tujiguse bulungi. Yeah, but your last parting words.
I think Kameza money should be left by a man. However, if a woman is also able to, she can chip in and help the man run the home. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Irene. Steven Musumba.
Yeah, I would start by what we've been discussing and what Papa said, that who benefits from the marriage, and actually we're supposed to be happy in the marriage for the marriage to stand. And to me, I also believe it is the husband. Why? Because even the Bible says that omusajja kyanavanga aleka kitaawe ne nnyina n'agenda n'afuna mukazi we oba neyegatta ne mukazi we ne bafuuka omuntu omu. Okitegeera? So the problem we have got now is that now we separated ourselves in the marriage. You find there is this one and there is this one. I have my responsibilities, you have your responsibilities. So we are no longer one. But if we are one, then we don't have like many issues. Then secondly, when someone says a happy wife, a happy marriage, what does it mean? Because the Bible was very, very clear. It assigned the responsibilities. Okay, the sole responsibility of a husband and the wife. The Bible says that wives, submit to your husbands, and husbands, love your wives. You get?
Not husbands submit.
No, not husbands submit.
That is okay.
Yeah.
Husbands love.
Yeah.
Talk about that thing next. Kawandi. Submission hapo.
Topic weziliao ziwera.
To me, I believe if you make me happy, one, through submission, there is no need for you to remind me njagala sente za Kameza njagala actually ngiza notasta za Kameza. Like an upkeep.
You need to conclude, yeah.
Yes, and I give you an upkeep. Let me give the upkeep. So to me, I think we shouldn't even have the issue of Kameza money. Let us leave the Kameza money to people who are not understanding where the world is going now. You get? But to us who are modernized and understanding where the world is going now, we shouldn't have the Kameza money. Just to make sure that there is provision in your household. That is enough. Your house has food, it has everything, that is enough. Whether what or what, Kameza money is irrelevant. Yes.
Thank you. I had I had Andrew, Irene, and Steve. Irene is a Mugole, so guys, don't ask me for her number because I won't be giving it out. We want to thank those who have watched this stream live and those who are going to watch this podcast in the future, in the years to come. We thank you, we appreciate. Please subscribe, hit the subscription button, so that you don't miss. You can even hit the notification button. My English is not my motherland. Me, I'm going to give you a simple advice. If your home is still surviving on Kameza money, you are doomed. If you don't learn something from the pandemic, enyumba inokubera fully stocked with everything you need to survive, at least for 1 week or 2 weeks, or even a month. Muina fridge waka mugule ebintu mbiteke mu fridge mu shopping so that you people can survive. Kameza money should not be an issue in your home. It shouldn't be an issue in your home. I mean, some of us katwewaneko, our wives are the ones who give us money. Agamba honey, genda wewe waline mikwano jo. You know, something like that. So that is the healthy relationship zetwetaaga. Marriage ebere ku level yonga. Nunga mchala mmotoka temuli mafuta. Nagamba it's okay nabigira ebintu buntuntu butono nnyo buntuntu butono nnyo. Yes, but husbands, by the way, if your home is lacking, please, let me tell you, even if a man is not working, it is really, really a shaming if you can't take care of your home. So If you don't have a job, go out there and look for one. Be creative and start up something. Yeah, because it is always important for a man to take care of his home. Yeah, but women, temubera migugu, eh? Temubera migugu. Behind a successful man,
To go ingewa.
to go ingewa. So we're going to be back next week with another podcast. Tugenda kogera ko Kameza Money as we push into something else. We thank you for supporting us. We thank you for standing with us. God bless you.